Recording. Okay. Someone is sending me a chat. All right, can everybody hear me now? I see here that Ethan Small couldn't hear me. Ethan, can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, so when it comes to the presentation, obviously I've sent some videos. I know that few of you didn't watch the videos or go through the presentation, the PowerPoint that I sent. But the best way that you guys are going to see how the presentation is done is when I actually do it to a client. Usually what I do is I will take one of the consultants that I'm busy training, and I will use them as an example for a client, and I will do the presentation. We will get to that a little bit later. I just want to run through everything that the rest of the presentation has got in it, and then I'll do like a short version of the presentation. So we've seen the presentation structure now, and now I'm just going to explain to you guys a little bit more regarding the payment options. First, we're going to just go through a couple of extra things that you can add to the presentation. A lot of the things that out of the 3 presentations that I've sent you guys, there's some things that I did not use in the presentation because I felt that it's not necessary for that specific presentation. But these are key points that you can use once you actually start doing your own presentation. So the presentation structure is still going to stay the same. When it comes to the 4 questions of clients, you can add a little bit of these things inside there. Obviously, the 4 questions that Ardis did is the most important ones, and that is where you're going to find out most of the stuff about your client. But just some key points, some statistics that we can throw in people's way regarding the current financial situations of most of them. You just see here comes Ethan is on again. Ethan, can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right, so let's go to the next step. What basically happens with everybody is we all work or want to work, and we want to work for an income. The income that we have, that we get, is obviously different. Everybody doesn't earn the same amount of money, but we all need an income. Now, anybody can answer this quickly. Why do we work for an income?
Because we have bills to pay.
Because you have bills to pay. All right. If we didn't have bills to pay, would we still need an income?
Yeah.
Yes, you still need an income. So whether we have bills to pay or we don't have bills to pay, we still need income, because we need stuff like water and we need stuff like food. And in order for us to get that, our hands on stuff like that, we need an income. Or we can, like they call in the Western Cape, skarrel. Is reg, né? Skarrel. You can skarrel. And if I'm correct, I think that the meaning of that is when you walk around begging. Né? Skarrel. Operate. Hustle. Okay. Sweet. So you got 2 choices. You can either make an income, or you can skarrel. or hustle. Now, out of my 34 years of experience in life, I prefer working for an income instead of hustling or scarreling for an income. And I want to use that income to obviously spend on some stuff that I want. Now, every single person out there that does earn an income has to pay bills, and then we call that expenses. Now, the 5 top categories of expenses is food, or housing, clothing, transport, and education. Okay. Now, some point in time, you're going to get to the point where you're working your gut off, and you're earning a basic salary. Let's say you earn a basic salary of 20,000 Rand. That is your income. You start your new job. Now you got 20,000 Rand. You don't have too many bills. But a couple of months later, the 20,000 Rand that you have available is going to become part of your expenses. It's going to start going into your expenses. So you will obviously, when you are earning a lot of money and you don't have a lot of debt, the first thing that people do is they go and make more debt because you've got this money and you've got this funds available. So now, whether that's on food or housing or clothing or transport or education, all of that needs to be paid. And those are the 5 essentials that we need on a daily basis. Some people will have enough money to add on to a little bit of luxuries. But eventually, for instance, the housing or the transport, you want to upgrade your house or you want to upgrade your car. You don't want to drive in the same fucking Conquest that you've been driving for the last couple of years. You want to upgrade now to a Corolla. And the Corolla's tank is a little bit bigger, so you're going to need some more money for petrol. The installment's going to be more. The maintenance and everything's going to be more, and so on and so on. So now let's say, for instance, now you get an income of 20,000 Rand. Now, most of you who have worked for basic salaries, when you work for a company and you get a basic salary, your company is required to give you an increase how many times a year?
Once a year.
Once a year. Okay. So let's say, for instance, now in the month of April 2020, you earn 20,000 Rand. If you're working for that same company still next month, well, this month in May, you're going to still earn 20,000 Rand. If you're still working for that same company in June, you're still going to earn 20,000 Rand. Somewhere along the line in the next 12 months, they are going to give you an increase. Now, do some of you maybe know what is the type of increase percentage that we are looking at from most companies? So a lot of the companies do give a yearly increase, but does any of you know more or less of an idea, have an idea of what type of increase are we looking at percentage-wise?
5%.
Did 5, 5,
10.
Anything between 2 and 5%.
anything between 2 and 5%. All right, so we can all settle on 5%. Okay. So some of the major corporations give their staff between 0.5 to 1.5% increase. Some of the smaller corporations, which don't pay their people a lot of money, will give them between 2 and 5%. I have honestly never heard of a company in the last 10 years that I've been a part of this company who has given anybody an increase of 10%. We'll permanently see on the news there's either mine workers or government workers toying in the streets for 10% increase, 10% increase, and at the end of the day they will settle for like 3 or 4%, and then they'll be unhappy because where the fuck is the other 6% or the 5% that they still want. Now, in the reality of things, most companies only give you between 2 and 5 or 2 and 6% increase per year. That's once a year. Now we're going to go back to the expenses. If you look at the 5 categories we have here, how many times a year does these categories increase in price?
Every month.
That's mostly every month.
Yeah, the one person inside here and one person on the Zoom said exactly the same thing at exactly the same time. Almost every month. If we look at food for some ridiculous fucking reason during the lockdown, everybody decided that everything must be a lot more expensive than it was before the lockdown. So a lot of the things actually went up in price, even though the people didn't get any money. But if we look at in reality, your house should only go up once a year. Clothing goes up every month. Transport goes up every month. Education should only go up once a year, but some cases it does go up 3 to 4 times a year. And then food goes up and down. It goes more up than it goes down, but there's monthly increases on these things. So eventually what happens is we find ourselves in the same boat. We eventually have to, we find ourselves in debt. And even if you started a job with 20 grand 3 months ago, I guarantee you that 3 months later, you will be in debt. Now, why is that? Why do we find ourselves in debt?
The more you earn, the more you spend.
The more you earn, the more you spend. That's one of the answers that I got.
The cost of living becomes high.
The cost of living becomes high. That's correct. So what happens is, eventually, if you're getting the same salary for 11 months out of 12 months, and the same, you don't get an increase, but everything else goes up and up and up during the course of the year, eventually you're going to find yourself where the expenses are more than your income. So now I have met many people that will, for instance, have, let's use clothing accounts as an example. You'll have an Eckers account, and you'll have a Foschini account, and a Truworths account, and a Markham's account. Now you've got 4 clothing accounts. So now it gets to the point where the first 2 months you could pay all 4 accounts. But now you started adding more stuff. You got DSTV, and you started liking chocolates. So you're buying more chocolates every month, and you started discovering that KFC is nice, so you start buying KFC every second week. And eventually the money for one of these companies are going to start falling away because it's going into the luxuries. So now I've met many people that will go and they'll say, okay, I've got Eckers, I've got Foschini, I've got Truworths, and I've got Markham's. You know what? This month, let's not pay Markham's. They'll be fine. I'm only going to pay this 3. So next month comes, then they're going to pay Markham's again, but then one of the other 3 is going to fall away. 3 months later, they're going to go like, okay, fuck Markham's and Truworths, let's just pay Eckers and Foschini. And 7 months later, you end up going like, don't pay. Only going to end up paying for 1 and not the other 3. So people will pay some of their accounts this month and leave some out, and then next month they will catch up again with the previous accounts that they didn't pay, and then they will leave out the ones that they paid the last, and it's a fuck up. So eventually you're going to find yourself having a bad credit record and not managing, not budgeting the income. Now, there's 2 ways of going about this. There's 2 options that we have. We either, if we want to carry on living like we do, or even go further in life, we have to either increase our income or we have to decrease our expenses. Now, let's look at decreasing our expenses. If you are currently eating the food that you are making yourself every day, who in this group is willing to cut down on their nice food in order to eat, for a lack of a better word, shitter food than they are currently eating now? Who's willing to do that? Both in my office.
Definitely not me. Definitely not me.
Definitely not Yonalani. And I've got there from Daniel Hector, I've got a thumbs down. And I've got a chat here from Joseph, not Yusuf, Joseph. He says, not me. Okay, so I agree with all of you. We're going to get to the point now. Why not? So we all stay in a house, or we stay in a hockey, or we stay in a flat, or we stay in a what? Do you currently want to either move to a smaller place or a shitter area in order to save money? I'm not asking we can, because we can do it, but do you want to? Thumbs up, who wants to? Yonalani, never. Never. Joseph, it's a big no. Okay. So here's a thought. Got one more chat of Kanisa says, nope. My daughter's favorite word, nope. So here's a thought. In order for us to save a lot of money, why don't we all just not wear clothes anymore? Walk around naked. Adam and Eve did it. Save money on buying clothes. They're expensive. Maybe just buy panties and bras. Or in some men's cases, just a hat. Who's up for that? Just walk naked every day. Yolani, not in this lifetime. It happened a couple of lifetimes ago, but not in this lifetime. All right, so it's safe to say that nobody wants to walk around naked. Might become a bigger problem there. Okay, so transport. Now, some of you have cars and some of you don't have cars. Yes, we can sell our cars, buy smaller cars, or sell our cars and just make use of public transport and save money. But who wants to? And for those of you who doesn't have transport at the moment, who doesn't have cars, who wants to keep take public transport? I've got a couple of no's here on the chat. So I want to tell you guys a story quickly. So about 2 years ago, I was appointed by head office as area manager for the Northern Cape and the Western Cape. So 7 months out of the year, I travel a lot. But I actually own a couple of houses in Kleinmond. That's where I stay. And in order for me to do all my business in the Western Cape quickly, I just rent. I go to a guest house because I usually just end up staying in a province for about 10 days here, 10 days there. So it's not beneficial for me to drive 100, 200 k's every day in and out of town from my house in here. So the last time I came back, this was in last year, October, I flew from Joburg. I came back to Cape Town, and I was going to be on my way to Botswana again after that, because we went back to Botswana in January. So I booked myself into a guest house, and I lost my phone charger somewhere along the line. So when I'm in Joburg, I either rent a car or I use Uber. And for that specific morning, I landed on the Sunday, and I came back to work on the Monday, and I stayed in a guest house somewhere there in Parow. And it's a couple of kilometers from this office. I think it's like 7 or 8 kilometers. So I checked my phone in the morning. First, I was late because my alarm didn't go off. My phone was flat. Looked for my charger. Charger is gone. Now I can't switch my phone off in order to phone someone to either come and fetch me or to get an Uber. So now I walk from the guest house up into the main road, which is Voortrekker. It was about 800 or 900 meters from the Voortrekker road. And I'm starting to walk. Now I'm trying to see if I can get an Uber and flank him down and ask him to pick me up. So then a flash came to mind, an idea, a bright idea, and I decided I'm going to get into a taxi. I'm going to ask the taxi, where are you going? So now I know there's hand signals and stuff, but I don't know what the hand signals are. So then I basically stood next to the guy and the driver, and I asked him, where's he going? And he said, no, he's going to Bellville. I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to go to Bellville with you. I'll work there. So I was the first one in the taxi. So they open the door and I sit. There's a little seat that flaps up and down. And I sit on that seat. And he says, no, you've got to move to the front all the way to the window. I'm like, yeah, but I'm going to get off now. He's like, no, I know. I stood there for 20 minutes, sat in a taxi while they filled up the taxi, waiting for people. I thought it was just like going to be a get in and go type of vibe. Definitely not. You wait. They wait till the taxi's full. Eventually, 20 minutes later, They squeezed the last person in, and we took off with the loudest bass music I've ever heard in my life in a taxi. I don't even think the driver could hear any traffic. And now I know when I drive and I swear at the taxis, why they don't hear me, because it's just... Okay, so point is, it was 7 kilometers. Eh? So the point is, I was 7 kilometers from work, and that was the fastest I've ever traveled from Parow to Bellville. So now we get here, I don't know, some of you will know Voortrekker Road. You get here and there's a Bellville station, the taxi rank, or the taxi station. So he goes and he turns in there. And I'm like, nee, but I'm still on. I still have to carry on. My job, my office is like another kilometer up the road. He just looks at me. And that's it, he stops there by fucking Eskom. He says, okay, walk. So apparently they drop them off at the station, and then you have to get another taxi from there to wherever you want to go up in the main road, because they drive from wherever they are to the station. I don't know, but yeah, that was the fastest I've traveled from Parow to Bellville. Split seconds. Amazing. I will never fucking do it again. Never. For the people who want to carry on doing public transport, I know a company with good life insurance, and I know a doctor with heart pulse. Okay, so that is when I actually started realizing what some of my staff members go through every single day, and yeah, ever since then, some days I organize with the little company bus to go pick them up. Because then they don't get to work so distraught and full of tension and shit. So yeah, for instance, my point that I want to make is I will never in my life sell my car in order to make use of public transport. So who's with me on that one? Who wants to sell their transport? No one. It was a good experience for me, and I thank them for the trip, but I'm done. Tap out, not sure. Okay. Now, the best other option that I have is with the education. Seeing that the schools are where they are currently in South Africa, I would just advise everybody on here who's got children, take your kids out of school. You'll save money, a lot, on school fees. Just take them out of school. Instantly, save money. Don't have to pay school fees anymore. So, all in favor of taking your children out of school in order to save money for education, say thumbs up. I want to see who gives me a thumbs up now. No one. Still want to, wait, I got a message I have to read. No, okay. So no one's willing to take the children out of school in order to save money. I would have seriously reconsidered your position if you did say yes. All right, so that is not an option. We can obviously, education, whether our kids are going to get jobs or work or whatever, any form of income after the education is not the point. It's the knowledge that they gain in the school. So obviously education is a big form of us being shaped as people. All right. So now we do not want to decrease any of expenses because we've worked very hard for what we have. Someone want to say something? So we work very hard for what we have, and obviously we do not want to decrease our current living situations. Okay. So yes, we can decrease our expenses, but me, for instance, I don't want to. So now we've got options of increasing our income. So now what I usually tell my classmates or my trainees is there are 24 hours in a day. The normal working day consists out of 8 hours. That leaves you with 16 more hours in a day. That means we can get another job. You can sleep for 8 hours, work 8 hours in the one job, and work 8 hours in the other job. Who's willing to do that? Give me a thumbs up if you're willing to do that. No thumbs up. Why not? Someone give me a reason.
Why work more if you can work smarter?
I've got a why work more if you can work smarter? Why work harder if you can work smarter? Yeah. Does nobody want to get a second job? Come on, guys. You only need 8 hours of sleep a day. And I've watched it's not even 8 hours. I've watched I'm going to post something on the group later where the very intelligent Steve Harvey tells us that rich people don't need 8 hours of sleep a day, or rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. Yonolani says, I would consider depending on the type of job. Okay. We can get 2 jobs. Myself has worked 2 jobs back in the day before I discovered the stock market. We don't want to. Yes, we only need 8 hours of sleep, but we don't want to spend 16 hours a day, especially people with children. That is definitely not a possibility at the moment. I've got raised hand here of Michael. Do you want to say something? Not? Okay. So there's 3 other options of making extra income, and that is to buy property and rent it out. It's a very good investment. But again, what do you need to buy a property? Money. So eventually that becomes an expense at first, and before you're going to earn an income. Now, 3 of my houses I do rent out. I've got in the one house one of the most demonful. I think the tenants have got like demons in them. It's there in Kleinmond, which the repairs on that house is extreme. I'm a very lenient property owner. One of my tenants hasn't even paid their rent in like 5 months, but she's an old lady and I pity her. So, and that's bonds that I still have to pay. But at the end of the day, when it comes to property, you get a house loan and you have to pay, I think, like 15 or 20 years before you are going to start making a profit out of that property. And in the meantime, while you have tenants, if you're not staying in the house yourself or the flat yourself, you have tenants that for some other reason, they break one geyser 3 times in 2 months. Or 3 geysers in 2 months, and there's constant maintenance and stuff that you have to account for. And most of the times the tenants do leave the place in a much worse condition than what it was. So that's going to cost you money anyway. So yes, it is a good investment in the sense of once property value actually goes up in that area, you will gain a little bit of that. But once you balance out the expenses that you've already paid against the income that you've actually earned, it doesn't really help you anything unless you own like 10 houses or a block of flats or anything like that. I can honestly say out of the houses that I have, I rarely break even every month with them. But it's a good investment. My children will all have their own property, what they can do with them once I'm gone and away, then I honestly don't care. All right, another option is opening a new business. Again, what do you need to open a business? Money. Capital. You need money to get a business. So now you need to go and find a person that's going to help you or sponsor you, or get a bank that's going to loan you money. And statistically, 85% of all new businesses fail within their first financial year. So when you go to a mall, for instance, and you see all these, you walk there by entrance number 3, and you see all these little shops on your right and on your left-hand side. You're like, oh, this is nice, this is new, this is nice. And 3 or 4 months down the line, you walk into that same entrance, and then there's 1 or 3 shops missing or replaced by something else. And that is the reality of how things are. Luckily, all 3 of my businesses are franchises, and they were well established before even. It's not something new that I started. Stock Market College is a franchise. Then the production company is a franchise, and Credit Rescue is also a franchise. So they were they were already well known, if I can put it that way, and they were well established. And Credit Rescue, for instance, has got adverts, shit like that I don't have to pay for. So starting a new business is a big, big take on, and it costs a lot of money, and the chances that you will fail at least 3 or 4 times in your life with that business and start up something new is very high. Okay, so the last option that I have is investments. Okay, now investments is another form of income, but again, in order for you to invest money, to make profits on other money, you need money. Am I correct? All right. So you need to take a certain amount of money, and you need to go to the bank and say, right, I want to invest my money. And then again, we go back to the thing of yesterday, where you only make a certain percentage over a couple of years. All right. Now, investments, the way I look at it, let's go back to the business. If you want to start your own business, the chances are that whatever business idea you can think of at this moment, the chances are that 100 other people have already had that same idea in the last year, and at least 40% of them have tried it in the last year. That's not accurate statistics. That's in my mind how I see it, which is a probability. All right, so in my mind, investments at this moment is, for me, the only form of income that will actually help you to go further. Without having to spend extra money. You can take whatever you have and carry on with that. But now we have a lot of cases where people don't have money. We're going to discuss that later. Then we get to the point where we give the banks our money, and they invest it for a period of time. We did do this yesterday, no? Yeah. And they invest it for a period of time, and then you get the minimal percentage, and so on and so on. And not only that, that if you want to breach that contract and you want to withdraw any of this money, so when shit hits the fan or you got a medical emergency or whatever, and you need to make a withdrawal from that investment, you either have to give them 32-day notice or they hit you with a massive penalty. Okay. Now, like I showed you guys yesterday, we as clients give our money to the banks, but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And behind the scenes is this little ladder of people which takes your money actually and invest it on the JSE, and that is how they make money in order to pay your profits or interest rates that you make or that you will get. Now, what Stock Market College does, you'll see on the left-hand side, is what the banks and investment companies does, or what they do. Technically speaking, every single person who has got a bank account is trading indirectly on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange by means of these people over here. Now, what Stock Market College does is they take you as a client, they teach you at Stock Market College how to trade exactly like these people on the left-hand side are doing by using the platform MetaTrader 5, and then Quick Trade as our broker to help you trade directly on the JSE. So now, not only do you have cut out all of these people who's taking all the percentages, but you're only going to spend money on your college and your brokerage fees for Quick Trade, which is not even 1% of whatever what you earn or going to earn on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Quick Trade, our stockbroker, is charging our clients 0.57% brokerage fee of every trade. 0.57%. That is amazing. That is it's not the cheapest, like I said yesterday, but it is very cheap considering the quality of service that you are getting. Okay. Also, I showed yesterday that if you had to go and buy directly into whatever bank, we used, what did we use yesterday? FNB. Yeah. If you had to go and invest directly into whatever bank, for instance, the same 5,000 Rand, you buy shares at a low price, you get your share quantity, you sell your shares at a high price, and that will be the total. So by doing one trade a year for 5 years, you would have already made almost 26,000 Rand more than you would have made with your bank. Okay, so at the end of the day, trading directly on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange is going to be the best option for people when it comes to investing. Got a question here. So I take it you can never approach JSE as an individual. You must go through a broker. That is correct, Kanisa. Every single person that wants to trade on the JSE, you guys must remember that JSE is just a platform for traders. So remember the Gumtree thing? JSE is just the Gumtree, and all the people that wants to trade through the JSE needs to make use of a stockbroker. It needs to be registered and licensed stockbroker. You can't trade through an unlicensed stockbroker on the JSE. They need to be licensed. Yeah, so you always need to, whether you go through a college or not, you can just approach a broker and you can trade on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange or any exchange for that matter. All right. Now, let's get down to the business. So to join the Stock Market College, we introduce our clients to the Profit course. Okay. Now, with this, you get the full education where there are daily training sessions, whether it's online or at the campuses itself. We show the people exactly how to trade. Now, the nice thing about this, I think I did say it yesterday, that we don't let the people come to the classes and we teach them what they want to know and then we send them home and say, okay, now you can go and trade. Our clients sit at the office and while they are learning how to trade, they are actually placing physical trades and they are making money while they are learning. Okay. We install them, give them a live trading account directly linked with the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. The cost of that live account is 95 Rand a month directly to the JSE. It's not money that goes to Quick Trade. That's what the JSE requires you to have your real account open every month. That real account, we then use MetaTrader 5 as a platform in order to execute the trades. So we will give trading signals and on MetaTrader 5, and there is where you're going to go search for the companies or currencies on MetaTrader and then place your trades over there. And then the nice thing about our company, which you don't get from a lot of companies, we've got literally 24/5. So it's 24 hours, 5 days a week, full backup and support from our offices. The JSE and the markets aren't open on Saturdays and Sundays. And then we only do client affiliate or client orientation meetings. So the nice thing about our full backup and support is every single client that we gets their own trading mentor, meaning that you get a direct line to one of the stockbrokers. Now, I know that a lot of I think there's like 40 something stockbrokers and we've got a shitload of clients. So how does that balance out? Most of our clients only need the mentor's help within the first 5 to 8 weeks of being a client. This is to sort out any software problems or technical problems, or some of our clients will ask for advice on which trades to place or how long to keep a trade. Now, those guys are qualified to give our clients the type of advice that they need. So every single person gets their own trading mentor where you get a direct WhatsApp line or on our portal facility, there's a chat facility where you can ask your mentor any time of the day. Obviously, he will give you the hours that he's available and when the second shift, whoever's available there. But most of our clients only trade during the day anyway. And then you can sort out any problems that you want with that specific person. It's like your own little broker on speed dial. And then you will get the Quick Trade daily trade signals, which are currently 85% accurate according to our local auditors. Okay. Now, what do our clients get when they become a client? All right. We give them access to the LMS, which is our learner management system. This is all online, the online learner management system. Every single client gets their own student login details. So other clients cannot go and log into our website and steal all of our data or join the classes without their login. So if one of our clients gives them the login details, then obviously they have access to that. Okay. The rest of the stuff, yeah, this is just all about the learner management system. Once our clients join, then they get this little thingy that will show you how to reset your password, how to access the courses, the course content page. Click on the relevant module block to open, blah, 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 learning content assesses. Content must be completed successfully to complete. And then we have a minimum 85% pass rate required. Okay, so in order for us, and we'll see that on the website as well, you'll see that on the website that we have been able to keep it at 85% pass rate. That means in every single class that we have, we've got 7 different modules. The modules that we provide, there are clients that want to complete the modules for extra credits. Now, when I say credits, I'm talking about NQF level 5. For every module that our clients complete, they get 3 points 3 credits towards their NQF level 5. Okay. This is all about the modules. A lot of clients don't want to do the modules. The modules gives you a little bit of a more in-depth look at the market. And it's not only about the daily trade or the signals and so on. It gives you a little bit a bit more in-depth stuff that brokers go and study for. And then we've got a 85% pass rate on our modules which our clients do. Okay, here's the modules: navigating the LMS, course outcome, the stock market concept of trading, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, instruments to trade, risk management, practical trade, training videos, resources, and apply financial analysis. All right, so that is the modules that they do. I see there's 11 modules. So a lot of people want to do this extra. It doesn't cost them anything extra. It's just that if they want to do it, they have to complete the full module in order to get the credits. Okay, Yebo.
There's 11 modules. You said they get 3 credits per module.
As far as I know, for 7 of them, they get 3. Yeah. I know on my admin portal, I only have the 7. So 7, you get 3 credits for every one, but only up to 7.
So in essence, you'll be getting 21 points allocated towards your NQF level 5.
Yes.
So hypothetically speaking, as a selling point, because you've got a lot of people, for example, the older generation like mine, who didn't complete
The NQF level 5.
Right? We've maybe got NQF level 3 or 4. So this would, because it's affiliated with Bank CETA, you would get 21 credits towards your NQF level 5.
That is correct. So you will already be one step ahead should you eventually get to the NQF level 5. And then obviously for the ones who are in NQF level 5, busy with it, then they will get that added extra credits for that.
So you could sell it as a dual purpose, learning how to trade. And
you can sell it as that. What I usually tell the clients is, for instance, when I did the training, I didn't worry about the modules. I didn't worry about the NQF level 5. My highest standard that I passed in school is standard 8. I don't even have 3. But if you can master the college and the trading, why would you need qualifications again? You know, so for those who want it behind their name, should, I don't know, something happen for some reason, obviously I would advise it. But it's not a necessity. It's optional for our clients. Yeah. There's obviously a little bit more to that, which I can't give you all the details because I'm not a lecturer for head office. But yeah, I always just say to the people, you know, you can do it, but once you've done all those modules, you will be a very, very successful trader, and that will then become your primary income. So you will always have that to make money. So obviously the chances that you're going to go and try and find another job somewhere else in order to, you know, and then need that credits to boost your qualifications, the possibility of that is very low. Well, it's possible, but the chances of that is very low once this becomes your primary income. Okay, so moving on. Stop loss we explained yesterday. Okay, MetaTrader 5. This is what it will look like on your computer or your laptop. Obviously, we teach everybody how to use this. A lot of people get a bit scared when they start seeing candlesticks and lines and, you know, all these things, graphs. But these graphs is actually just an indication of what's currently happening. All the indicators that we use or we teach the people how to use, those are the ones that actually help you to make the decision on when to enter the trade and when to exit the trade. Okay, so we help our people to learn MetaTrader 5. So all the functions that you see here, we've also got a weekly training session online where they teach you everything about the platform. And for me, one session would suffice. I actually sat in the new class when we upgraded MetaTrader 5. There was a new class about 3 weeks ago during the lockdown, and I attended the class, and there wasn't really a lot of changes made to the program or to the platform, but it's quite a useful training session to have when you want to know what each button does and, you know, why it's there and so on and so on. Okay, so this is what it will look like. So all of our clients will get something like this. Let me just check the chat. Someone asked me if you guys provide Forex robots. We can, yes, but we obviously would not advise it, yeah. Nee, ek wil nie, wil jy? Wat so lank hier. Give me a second. Hi. Ek kry rooi. Nou Winston is die kar uit gaan haal as jy wil hê. Maar die pakkie net daar. Okay, a lot of you won't know what Forex robots are. Forex robots, we can accompany someone who wants to do robot trades. Now, robot trades are for people with literally with IT degrees, who knows their computers very well and are able to reprogram their computer to certain extents. A Forex robot, you basically twist the algorithms of the program in order to trade for you. So when we send out trading signals, it will pick it up and it will do the trade for you. So you can physically program your computer in a way that if you set it on Monday to Friday, it will do all your trades for you from Monday to Friday without you even opening your trading platform. Yeah, I honestly don't have any clients that has gone that route before. I have looked into it, I think beginning of last year or something, but it's a bit too above my pay grade or my mentality when it comes to IT. I only recently discovered Zoom, and now they want me to reprogram a computer. That's not possible. But yeah, we do provide it. I honestly don't know if any of my clients are doing it, but yes, it is an option. Okay, so to get back here, we provide our clients with daily trading signals. As I sent you guys yesterday also, it looks like little SMSs. Our clients will then take these and then they will go back to their trading, to their platform, and then they will look, MIE is Mediclinic, something. They will put in their stop loss, they will put in their take profit, and over here is where they're going to see what time they need to buy in. So there's a sell by market for short sell, and then a buy market for the long trades. Now here at the top somewhere, I will show you guys a little later on the analyzing platform that I'm using, but you have to add some indicators in order to tell you when to do what. I don't want to get too technical with you guys. This is not stuff that you will have to know. I'm just giving you this as a random so that if someone do ask you something regarding this, you got something to fall back on. Also in the future, if someone does ask you anything about our company or trading and you do not know the answer, please do not suck it out of your thumb. Tell the person right there and then, you know what, I don't know, let me phone my supervisor or a senior and get them on the line, and then one of the seniors or myself will speak to the client or answer the question. One thing that I always ask my consultants, please never lie to make the sale. It's not going to bite you in the ass, it's going to bite me in the ass. Never lie to people that you're playing with people's money and their financials, and that could make or break a person's future. Okay. So this is the trade ideas, like I showed you guys yesterday. And then obviously we teach the people how to do these trades on a daily basis. Those are some of the trade ideas. We made a little, this was earlier this year. So just 3 of the trading signals. If you had to buy Mediclinic, I'm not sure which dates these were, but if you took the 5 grand, you bought this specific trading signal, you would have made 554 Rand for that day. If you took this and you invested it directly the next day into this trading signal, which was this scheme, and you bought with that 554 Rand extra with the 5,000 you had, after the profit you had from the previous day, you bought shares, you would have ended up having a day later again, 6,930. Now this is more or less the same what we would have made with FNB over 5 years. And then for the 3rd day, and these were actual trading signals, and for the 3rd day it was Aspen, it was also a medical field company. You took the same amount you made the previous day, bought the shares, and it did actually ended up at the take profit prices, and then in 3 days you would have made just over 4,000 Rand profit. Now again, this can be done every day, and again, it cannot be, it sometimes won't happen. So some days you'll make 10 grand, some days you'll make 100 grand. The point is that there is always profit to be made. Okay, So now if you make an average of 500 Rand a day, I usually just tell the people, take it on the worst case scenario where you will make 100 to 150 Rand a day. That's already 500 to 750 Rand a week. And that is what 3 grand plus minus a month that you can make extra on the stock market college on the worst case scenario. Okay. If you take it on what we've shown here, then you're looking at 11 grand a month. Now, most of the people that I come across just wants to make 10 or 20,000 Rand a month extra. That is their goals. And the nice thing about our company is that the mentors actually help these people reach their goals. So at a point in time, some of our client relations ladies will sit there and they'll see, okay, but Mr. Fani over here joined the company 3 months ago. He said he wants to make 10 grand a month. He only made 4,000 Rand in his first month, maybe 2,000 in the second month. And then they will phone him and they will say, listen, Fani, your contract says that you wanted to make 10 grand. What the fuck's happening? Why aren't you doing it? And they will start motivating the people in order to trade. And obviously, the more your people trade, the more recurring income you will get. Okay. Now, the profit course starts off with the next. For every client that signs up for the full 36 months, they need to pay 249 Rand and for 36 months. Okay. This is for your full backup and support, your trading mentor, and your daily trading signals and all updates that's done on the course. All right. Now, before we look at the price of the course, I want to ask everybody a question. When you guys, okay, let's not ask this. Okay, let me ask. Those of you who went to university or college or studied after school, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Now, those of you who studied and went to college or university or studied after school, how many of you were guaranteed of a job once you were finished? Give me a thumbs up. None. How many of you were guaranteed of an income after you've studied? None. Okay. On an average, I see that Nicole, let's start with Nicole. How long did you study for, Nicole?
Sorry, I studied for a year.
For a year. What was your costs that you paid for a year's college?
It was 3K.
30,000. Okay, 30,000 for a year. I see, Michael, you also said something. How long did you study? Where's Michael now? Michael, I'm just going to try and unmute you. Okay. So say that again. How long did you study? I can hear you, yes.
Okay, my courses was broke up into 6-month courses.
Okay.
So every 6 months, I had to pay 7,000 Rand.
Every 6 months, 7,000 Rand. Okay, so that's...
And that was back in 1991.
Back in 1991. Okay.
That's right.
So that's 29 years ago, and you paid 14,000 a year.
That's right.
Okay, so if we have to take it into today's currency, that's like 2 million Rand. Seeing that everything. Okay.
Am I that old?
1991 is seeing that the inflation went up with whatever. If you had to invest money into 1991 back then, equivalent to today, I think it's, what was the stats the other day? It was 5 times, 6 times more. Every 20 years, everything, every 10 years, everything is 4 times more expensive than 10 years ago.
10 years.
Okay, who else gave me a thumbs up? Thumbs up again, who studied? Yonalani, speak to me, lady.
Yes, I studied for 3 years, and each year was like 15,000 rands.
Each year was 15,000 Rand, so that's 45 over a period of 3 years. Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Yonalani. The point that I'm trying to make here, guys, is that doesn't matter which university or college you're going to, everybody's going to pay a price. But the biggest problem I have with that is even after you've studied and you've spent all that money, you're not guaranteed of a job. You're not guaranteed of an income. Okay? Now, at the Stock Market College, for a full 36 months course, it's going to cost our clients 24,780 Rand. Okay? During the course of the 3 years, they can make money on a daily basis. Okay. Now I'm going to break it down to you guys quickly on how and why we do this 24,780. The 24,780 is for the full education. That's it. To give you the course that you want and obviously for the 3 years membership. The 249 Rand a month is for your update, your training mentor, and your trading signals. Now I'm going to stop sharing quickly because I want to go to the board. All right. Now, just make sure that everybody can see. What we do with our clients, what we tell our clients. Okay, so the course cost 24,780 for a 36 months subscription. This can be paid upfront in cash. They can EFT the money, or they can put it on their credit card. All right, they can do that. Except for the 24,780, we still advise you to use at least a minimum of 5,000 Rand to put in your trading account to start trading. That 5,000 Rand must go into the trading account to start trading. Okay. So now in order to join the company, we're looking at 29,780 to start. 24,000 is going to go to SMC, Stock Market College, for the training, and the 5,000 is going to go into your trading account to start trading. Now the question that I always ask my clients, and this is what you'll also ask your clients, how many people do you know that can just come up with 29,780 Rand in order to give you and say, "Ka, there we go." Have you got 29,000?
No.
Who has got 29,000 to just give to a random strange person and say, "Okay, I want to start investing"? Now, don't get me wrong. Yesterday, for instance, I did 2 cash deals. The people came in. The one guy paid the 24,780 and he added another 30,000 Rand to put in his trading account. He's currently sitting with our stockbroker in the training facility, busy installing and doing the welcoming thing and what. All right. Now, there are clients who can pay the 24,780 upfront, but many of them can't. 65-70% of the people that I speak to cannot afford this course. All right. So for the first 10 years, to my understanding, this is all they accepted, was cash or credit card. And then after a while, we saw that our target market has grown, and we have a lot more people that's interested in doing this, but they obviously don't have the money. So we approached a company called CTI. It's Credit Something International. They are located here in Goodwood. What's that? Vanguard Drive. No, not Vanguard. Vasco Boulevard.
Oh, that's good.
Vasco Boulevard. All right. So for the last 12 years, Stock Market College and CTI has teamed up. So we said to CTI, okay, you know what? Can you start funding our clients? And then when our clients start making money, then they will pay you back. And CTI said, okay, let's give it a little test run. So then what happened is we started telling the clients, okay, you don't have the money to do this. So what if we give you the money to do this? And when you start making money, you pay us back. So what we did is we obviously, with the client's details, we need normal FICA documents from the client in order to basically apply for a student loan. Now, CTI is a corporate financing company. They do not fund or they do not finance anybody. You can't go and walk into CTI's offices and say, you know what, I want to make a loan. They finance corporate financial companies. They finance educational companies, and I think some medical, for medical reasons, they will finance large amounts and so on and so on. But not everybody can so much just go in there, and it's not a loan company like a normal loan company. So now what they said is, okay, we will finance the full 24,780 for your clients, and we will add an extra 5,000 Rand to put into their trading account. So now what you will tell your client is, okay, you don't have the money to do this. Let me fund you. Let us give you the money to start trading. Once you become a client, we are going to put the 5,000 Rand into your trading account, okay? CTI is going to take the 24,780. They're going to pay it over to Stock Market College. Your full 36 months course is paid up in full. You don't have to pay another cent again, except for the 249 Rand a month for your updates and trading signals and your mentor and so on and so on. Now, this trading account is going to be linked with your bank account, okay? Everything that you make profit on your bank, on your trading account, we can see, but we cannot access it. The government can't access it, SARS cannot access it. Now, CTI has given us 60 days grace. So CTI says, okay, we're going to borrow your client this money, but after 60 days, we are going to start deducting 1,475 Rand per month for 36 months from your client's bank account. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to post it now on the group. Now I will go to the client and I will say, you know what? If you're going to carry on paying 1,475 Rand for 36 months, you're going to end up paying something like 51,700 and some shit. I don't even know. But that is not the point what we're trying to do here. We came in and we approached the client and we said, you know what, we want to make you money, not get you into debt. So we made a deal with CTI, and they gave us a period of 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, every 3 months after that. Okay? Let me just admit this client again. Okay. Let's get back. All right. So what they said is they're going to start deducting after 60 days from your bank account 1,475 Rand. They're going to give us the options of 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, and every 3 months after that in order for you to settle your full amount of the 29 or the 24 in full with the profits that you make. Now, after the 60 days, they are going to deduct the money from your bank account. All we want our clients to do is to take the profits that they make, and now I'm going to take it on an average of let's say 100 to 200 Rand a day. They can make anything from 2,000 to 4,000 Rand in that 2 weeks, or in that 2 months. Worst case scenario. Now, by the time this debit order is going to go off the client's account, all we want them to do is take the 1,475 Rand, transfer that amount to their bank accounts, and that is going to pay for the financing. Okay. So in actual fact, what we want to do is we want to provide the client with the financing. We want to teach the client at Stock Market College on how to place trades every day and make money. And then the profits that they make from their training, they need to pay for the course. Nothing must come out of your client's back pocket or their wallet or whatever the case. All right. Now, the 1,475 is going to go off the client's bank account, regardless if he transferred the money or not, because we cannot keep score of who's going to transfer the money or who's not. We have a lot of clients that says, okay, you know what? I don't want to transfer anything from my bank account. Can you just deduct it from my salary? And there's a lot of people that will say, okay, that's fine. We'll just do that. But it's still our client's responsibility to transfer this money to their bank accounts. Now, sometimes it will happen where the 1,475 will go off the client's bank account, and then they will go, oh, okay, sorry, I forgot. And then they will transfer the amount. So now usually, let's say 3 months later, they're going to start paying. Yeah?
Ik verlende my al gestuur as ek voortleef. Baie net op hardes wel hardes. sit vir 'n kliënt en hy wil weet kan die kliënt finance kry dan as ek kry.
Hoe kry jy haar nommer?
Ek weet nie.
Okay.
Heb jy dit vir my of
Okay, guys, just give me 5 minutes quickly. I have to make an emergency call. An emergency, important one. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, where were we? All right. So the course is 24,780. We require the people to add 5,000 rand to start trading. We are willing to finance it through CTI. CTI is going to start deducting after 60 days 1,475 from the client's bank account, and that we hope that we want the client to transfer the money from his trading account to his bank account every time before the debit order goes off. Okay. Now, the client's got 2 months to start making money. If he uses the money, the 5,000 rand, and he attends the classes and he does the trades that we give him, he should have anything from 10,000 to 20,000 after that, before the first installment goes off. Let's say on 10,000. So then he needs to transfer the 1,475. 3 months later, that client should have at least 30,000 rand in his trading account if he follows all the classes and he does all the trades. But by that time, he has already been paying for 4 months. So then you can just take that amount times 4, take it off the 29, and they're going to add 26. Oh, no, I'm lying. It's 22. Let me just make sure. CTI. It's 25.25% interest over a period of 3 years. Okay. So now when it comes to three months, I think it's either 17 or 19%. And then they will add a little bit of extra interest every month after that. So the sooner the clients settle their full amount, obviously the less interest they are going to pay. Okay. Now, when it comes to the affiliate program, I showed you guys yesterday what happens with the affiliate. The one client refers another client and so on and so on. So now I will tell my clients, okay, before you decide to transfer anything from your trading account to your bank account to cover that installment, how many people do you know that wants to make money? So you ask yourself that question as well. How many people do you know that wants to make money? If you can send me one person a month that I can sign up successfully, I'm going to pay you 1,500 rand in affiliate commission for that deal. And how much is that? And it settles you send me one person a month, I do the deal, and that one person could already pay your installment. You guys with me? So we're giving them so many options in order to pay the installments. And like I said yesterday, I've got one client specifically from, what's that big hospital? Tygerberg Hospital. We signed her up. We have been paying that client, the minimum amount that I've been paying her out for the last 7 weeks was 9,000 a week. By just referring people from Tiger, everybody's in the hospital. We're signing up Tygerberg Hospital as if it's going out of fashion. So that client has been earning over 9,000 rand a week just by referring me like 5, 6, 10 people on a weekly basis. Now, obviously not all of them are going to qualify for the CTI option. This is where the 8,000 rand comes in, minimum net salary that we need from our clients, okay, in order for them. And obviously, your credit score is gonna make a difference. So the more bad your credit score is, the less chance you have. Okay, but CTI is not our only option. CTI is just the one that we work with the most. So with the client's permission, we can also approach Capitec and we can also approach Direct Access. But obviously, then I would advise the client to go do it on their own by themselves. Your interest rates are going to be more or less the same. Or if you have a credit card, you can put it on there. Your interest rate is going to be a lot less than with CTI. Yes.
On that credit card scenario, are we able to do it budget
on a budget facility? Yeah.
Budget facility.
Yeah. Okay. So on the credit card, people don't have to do it on a once-off 24/7/80. They can put it over a budget facility, and they obviously have to choose the amount that they are willing to have deducted from the credit card on a monthly basis. Okay.
Sorry, another question. You said that CTI gives our clients 60 days.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, some dude is now signed up everything. He spends 20 to 24 hours doing the work, trading a little bit here, a little bit there. within on the 55th day,
Yes.
he's got
That amount.
30,000 rand
Okay.
in his trading account.
And he wants to
over
settle
and
it in
above,
full.
and he wants to settle it in full.
Okay.
Does he pay the
No.
29,780 plus a bit of interest?
No, then he only pays admin fees. The admin fee is 1,300 rand. Okay. So the question what I had now, if the client makes the full amount before the 60 days is over, before the first installment is going to go off, what is the cost? Then there's no interest. It's just 1,300 and I think 89 rand something admin fees. That's it. Which for many clients, I've paid that out of my own pocket because they've obviously referred me some people as well. So what we are trying to do here is we are willing to help the people. We are willing to finance the people. And I'm going to get to the point now where what happens if we can't finance the people, if their credit score is verkak or they data review or whatever the case may be. What I usually do is I've got a credit rescue branch. So everybody that's under debt review, I go and place them under credit rescue and I help them first and then I bring them back to the office there. So I can help them that way. All right. So at the moment, this is the most popular option, this one and the cash option, okay? A lot of the clients do have the cash, but then they say, okay, let me take the CTI option. In the next month, I'm going to see what happens. And then they see, okay, I'm making an average of this a day, and then they sort of settle it. Now, about 70 to 80% of our clients settle this amount within 8 months. The more the people are going to trade, the more money they are going to make, the quicker they can settle it. Okay, fantastic. Right, let the question start before I carry on to the next payment option. I've got one here in the office. Yes.
Okay, putting aside the installment, or the payment itself, client is now up and running.
Mm-hmm.
What are the restrictions from a legal stance of how much somebody is allowed to fork out of their own pockets into a trading account? The reason why I'm asking is, with every deposit of 10,000 rand into your bank account, SARS and the government wants to know where the hell the money comes from. So if it's not as a salary or as a whatever, can you, for example, retire? So I get my third of my pension in cash, tax-free. So let's call it 100,000 rand. So of that 100,000 I've now bought into the business, I want to put in 50,000 rand into my trade account.
Yeah.
Right? Is there limitations for our clients as to how much they can put in?
Remember, before you put the money in the trading account, somewhere it had to be declared first anyway.
Okay.
So if whether you put 50,000 or 10 million.
Okay, so there's not restrictions as to SARS coming along wanting to know whether you got the 50,000
No.
from.
That 50,000 has to be somewhere before you put it in the trading account anyway.
Yes.
So then they can go back on that and see, okay, but it came from that.
Okay, so as long as you can stipulate
where
it
you
came from a bank account, you can see it's transferred.
Once it's in your trading account, they honestly don't give a fuck. That's like a savings thing. It's like a so you're going to put it there. That's also something that you don't have to declare every year. We've got many for Quick Trade Plus. Quick Trade Plus is something that you guys will learn about a little bit later. That is for our 10 million rand clients upwards. I think the biggest deposit that I've seen in my lifetime is just over 150 million into one trading account. I couldn't see any. It wasn't one of our clients. It was one of Joburg's clients. But it was a question of, I'm going to pay it over. There you go. It's in my account. That's it. So yeah, obviously anything that gets paid into a trading account has already had a record before it was in the trading account. Therefore, there's something to fall back on should there be questions asked.
Okay, so just linked onto that. Funding your trade account, right? Obviously, EFT would be the easiest. You transfer from your bank account into
The
your
Quick
trade
Trade account, yeah.
Previously, you said the two is linked. So you link your live trade account
with your bank account. That's correct.
Right? My question, can you fund cash into your trading account?
Yeah. Physical cash.
Yes. Or is it only via EFT?
No. Okay, what happens is Quick Trade's bank account is an FNB account. So let's say you've got 100,000 in cash money,
Yes.
then you're going to go to FNB and you're going to go pay it into Quick Trades account.
Quick Trades account, and they will then reference it.
They will then,
One to
you're going to use your
credit.
references, your ID number, your name and surname, and they will allocate the money.
Allocated into.
Yeah.
No, the only reason why I'm asking, but I always think of worst case scenario, is, you know, people, and I'm not saying I'm going to go to Menenberg and go to find a drug dealer that's going to have cash that wants to filter it through. I'm just trying to get my head around.
On that note, when it comes to sales, I don't care where the money comes from.
That's
We
all
will make it happen.
That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
Because I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot of people that in locations, for example, the older generation, that still got their money in the mattress.
I've done many deals. One of my first deals as a consultant I did was I sat in a physical shack and the guy paid me out of a coffee tin in cash. I was like this, he brought the coffee tin and he says, there's 34 grand there, and then I walked out with the coffee tin out of the shack. It doesn't matter in what form it comes. It's going to go into one bank account, obviously.
As long as the money is green.
As long as it's, as long as it's, well, we've got USD account. They don't have to declare where it's going to come from.
But they've got to declare once they withdraw. Remember, you said the limit was 44,500?
Yeah, you see, then you just have to be smart about it. You have to limit your withdrawals to a certain amount of money. The first 44 is tax-free. After that, you get taxed on. But they're not going to ask you. Why are they not going to know that you made that money on the JSE? The auditor doesn't ask you for a report of your tradings, your trades.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah,
because obviously, if you're going to declare, with SARS time, if you declare 50,000, they're going to deduct the 44,500 and the balance you've got to pay tax on.
Yeah.
If it's declared. But
declared,
like you said, if you transfer out of your trade account into your bank account and from there do it to your child.
See, it depends. There's obviously different rules for different amounts. So let's say for instance, you as a person are worth 100,000 rand. If you transfer 150 million from your trading account 1 year later, someone is going to ask a question.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because obviously they are going to prevent you from doing sort of a money laundering type of vibe. But whatever is still in your account,
Okay.
There's certain ways of approaching that.
Yeah.
But it's not illegal. Where the money comes from is not the stock market's problem. What you do with the money in the trades is not the stock market's problem. Once they approach you, then it's going to be your problem. So if you have ulterior motives, then obviously then it's going to become a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Question there?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Let's start here quickly. Who's got questions for me? Can raise your hand or give me a thumbs up, or we'll just scroll down my... Nothing. Okay, so we all understand. Let me just do that. We all understand quickly the payment option. So the course is 24,780 Rand. We require the people, we advise the people to put at least a minimum of 5,000 Rand in. Less can do, yeah. But with CTI, when we do financing for CTI, it can either be only for the 24,700 without the 5,000, or it can be for both. So CTI would accept only the 24,780 if the clients already have 5,000 Rand. Sorry, if they don't, then obviously it's going to be for the full 29,780. Okay. Now, the options is obviously, we want the clients to pay 1,475 Rand. We are going to sign a contract for 36 months. The reason why it's for 36 months is so that the installment can be at its lowest. All right. Should the client then be don't want to transfer the money to his bank account from his trading account, which is also good, then we also encourage them to start giving us referrals. Once they give us referrals, we can pay them 1,500 Rand per person when they successfully sign up with us. Okay. Now, this kind of deal, if it's a cash deal or a CTI deal, this is what we call an upfront deal. Okay, I'm muted. Okay, so whether it's a cash deal or a CTI deal, this is what we call an upfront. So an upfront is where someone either pays or CTI pays it for them, and it's fully settled. The only thing that they will still pay is the 249 Rand per month. Some clients do want to pay the 249 Rand per month also upfront, and I think that accumulates to 8,000 and something. I'm not exactly sure, but then the 24,000 and the 249 altogether is something like 33,000. But we'll get into that later. 249 Rand per month, that is what they're going to pay for the full 36 months. Should the client's membership then expire after 36 months and they want to keep on being a client of Stock Market College, all we are going to do is we are going to reactivate the 249. There's not going to be any other more fees involved in extending your contract with the Stock Market College. Because if you are a client and you always stay a client, you will just need to reactivate the 249 Rand per month. Okay. So this is what we call an upfront deal. All right. Now, everybody understands that now. We're all good on that so far. Now we have clients that don't qualify at all. And this will be your last option. So this is something that you are not going to tell your clients from the start. Only once we have qualified or not qualified the person for the CTI or the cash deal, then myself or one of the seniors are going to tell you, okay, go and do this next option with the client. So this next option, which is called a rental option. The rental option is something that you don't even mention to your client at all. We will only mention the rental option to the client once all else fails. Okay. So with the rental option, it's basically what it says. The clients are going to rent the course from us. They're going to rent it from us. So in order to start on a rental, our clients have to pay 2,200 Rand deposit. Okay. They have to pay 2,200 Rand deposit. Okay, just give me a second again. Okay, sorry. So one of the new consultants that started before the lockdown needs a bit of training, but he made a sale. I think that's his third sale that he made during the lockdown. But he attempted to do his own presentation and now he fucked it up a bit. So I just had to, my network is bad. I missed the first part of the pricing. Okay, I am recording everything, so I am going to post it on the group after the training, and then we can go through that again. All right. So to get back to this, the rental option is obviously a last resort. This is not something that you're going to mention to your client from the beginning. We are first going to either go for the cash or the CTI or Capitec or direct access or whatever we can. And then if all else fails, then this will be the next option. Okay, so the rental, the client needs to give 2,200 Rand deposit. This is a holding deposit in order for us to keep so that they can start with the classes. Okay, so then they already have access to the classes. After that, they still need to fund their own trading account. So they're going to have to get money to put in their own trading account. Now, most of the people that do a rental put like 1,000 or 2,000 Rand in their trading account. Now, in the case of someone who's under debt review, now, what debt review means is that you go and apply for debt review. That specific consolidation company takes all of your debt and they literally half it. So if you're under debt review, that means that you're currently paying half of the installments than you used to pay. So if you had 10,000 Rand worth of debt, you're now only paying 5,000 Rand. What the fuck are you doing with that other 5,000? Because you cannot go and make more debt in order for you to spend that 5,000. So there you can play it a little bit and see, you know, who's got money and who hasn't got money. All right. They need to fund their own trading account. After the first month, after the first 30 days, our company, Stock Market College, is going to start deducting 1,350 Rand from that client's bank account. That is the rental payment. Okay. So this client needs to then make sure he's got enough money in his trading account to start trading so that he can start paying the 1,350 Rand. Okay. Now again, obviously if the people didn't qualify for the CTI, that means they got a shit record. If they've got a shit record, that means they can't work with money. They can't work with money. What are the chances that they're going to have fucking money? Okay, you'll be surprised how many people that didn't qualify and we asked them for the rental and then they someone pay cash for the full thing. All right. So don't judge a book by its cover. But now in this instance, a lot of people will have the 2,200 Rand to give us a deposit to start learning the classes and start learning the course, all right? But they might not necessarily have more money to put in their trading account. So my next question to them will be, how many people do you know that wants to make money? Okay, why? Because every person that you refer to me and I make you affiliate, part of the affiliate program, I am going to give you 1,500 Rand per person. That signs up. Now, for an upfront deal, the cash one or the CTI one, you as a consultant will get the 2,000 Rand commission for the deal. If it's on your level 1 and you do the own presentation, you will get the 1,500 Rand affiliate commission. Remember, if a senior does the presentation for you, they will get the 1,500 affiliate and you will get the 2,000 Rand. Okay? Yes.
On something that I asked earlier with the group presentation. Now, let's say, for example, I've got a group of 5, right? So I've got a senior that does the presentation for me. Out of the 5, 4 people sign up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So which means I get 2,000
for each person.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You'll get 8,000 Rand and your senior is going to get 6,000 Rand. He's going to get the 1,515. You're going to get the 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000.
Okay, so that will be on your first line.
Yes.
So yesterday when you explained you worked on 2 people on your first line only.
No.
Can you have more?
Yeah. I'm going to get to that now.
Oh,
I'm going to get to that now. Okay. So what we are trying to do is that the people who only qualify for the rental option, obviously they're not going to have enough money. Yolani, I'm going to get you now. they're not going to have enough money to trade or fund or whatever. But you'll be amazed at how determined those people are to find other people to join the company. Okay, now, on an upfront deal, you as a consultant will earn your normal commission. Okay. But on a rental deal, you as a consultant are only going to earn 500 Rand for the rental and 300 Rand for the affiliate. So that makes it 800 Rand. Okay. Me as a branch owner don't get anything from a rental. I only start getting a recurring payment after the first 3 months. So as a branch owner, I'm not getting anything out of this deal. After 3 months, I start getting from the installments that the client paid. Okay, which is like 40 Rand or something. Okay. So you as a consultant will then get 500 Rand commission and 300 Rand as an affiliate. If this is a referral from someone else, then obviously that person is going to get the 300 and you will get the 500. However, on a rental deal, if you ask a senior consultant to do the rental deal for you, you are going to get the 300 and they are going to get the 500. Okay. So stay away from the rentals unless you can do it yourself. Don't throw away the rentals because the rentals will be able to give you more clients, more affiliates. And we have signed many upfront deals from rentals. Because this guy might not have the money, but he knows 6 or 7 other people who will have the money. And then once he gets these 1,500 Rand, you then get your 2,000 from all the other people, and he's just going to start bringing them in. Okay. Yonalani, let's get to you quickly. What did you want to ask?
I wanted to know if you have slides for beginners like myself to actually present all of this, because I feel like I would forget some of the information as I'm presenting.
Okay, Yonalani, are you on the Stock Market College WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Okay, I did post the full PowerPoint presentation yesterday on the group.
So those are the slides that we will use to.
That is the slides that you are going to use, yeah. Let me share my screen again quickly. So this is what you are going to use. This is the presentation that you are going to use. This presentation covers everything that you will need to discuss with your client. However, you can juggle this around. So you can go and edit this in order to work for you as a person. I've tried to put all the information that I can into this presentation. So with the help of this PowerPoint and the recordings that I've sent, but with the help of both of them, you will be able to work on your own presentation. And then hopefully most of the questions that clients will ask you is something that I would have already covered in the training sessions. So most of them you will find. The best thing that you can do, and I know it's going to be a long stretch, is if you go and watch all these videos over again. Whether it's the presentations that I've already done or the training sessions that we've already done for the last 2 days.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, there we have it. Let's take more questions. Nobody else? Okay, guys, I'm going to assume that everybody is going to make their first sale tomorrow if no one is going to ask me any questions. Okay. Now, the good news. Everything that I've showed you guys in the last 2 days is knowledge that I want you guys to have. This is everything I showed you is what we do with the company, and it's what I want you to know about the company. That so when you go and approach people, you speak to people, that you can at least have a bit of knowledge regarding what we do and how we handle our clients and how our clients, the route that they take in order to become successful traders. Okay. However, all of you that are currently on this group or in this training session, I do not expect any of you to do a full presentation to any client for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the affiliate program with you guys quickly and how we generate clients. Then I want you guys to all apply the same strategy that I'm going to show you now in order to get more clients. All right? Due to the lockdown, I do have a little call center here at my office, and I've got, there's only 2 ladies today. Every second day, I switch the ladies so that everybody can have a chance. We're not allowed to have too many people in the office. But I've got a call center here who do, they phone the cold leads that we get from larger financial corporations. That we get them from them, and then we phone. These are people that are interested in already trading. But obviously, from my point of view, I am rather going to give those leads to my more senior consultants and more permanent staff. Okay, that's not to say that I'm not going to give you guys any leads. I'm going to still help you guys get the leads. But I still need to know that if you guys are willing and able to do the job that I'm going to give you guys. Okay. Obviously, from your side, when it comes to the advertising of our company, which I'm going to help you with, that is one of the only sources that we are going to currently have in order to generate leads. Okay. If I do get once I get everybody's names and surnames and the areas that they live, then obviously I will try and sort of delegate my the clients, if they are more or less in your area, to you. There are clients that want us to go and do physical presentations. So obviously, if I know where you live and I know what area you are, and I can see that there are clients that want to do a physical presentation, whoever is up to it and willing to do it, I will obviously then give that referral to that person. But I will still send a senior consultant with you. So before we do the affiliate training, every single one of you, after we've done with this, I'm going to ask you to apply the same advertising strategy that I'm going to show you now. This is through Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, and all of those things. If you don't have social media accounts, please get them. This is how we've been doing our business for the last 6 weeks. And it's been going massively good. All right. I just need you guys at this point in time to get leads. Obviously through the link that I'm going to send you guys. It's a link, my link, which I'm going to post on the group. That link you are going to use for all your adverts. Once someone presses on that link or they open a demo account, I will see it on my admin portal. I will then take that we then phone that client, we find out how he got to us, where did he get a demo account, and so on and so on, and then that will lead us to who actually placed that specific advert on the system. Okay, so obviously that person, when he sees, okay, yeah, do you want to trade on the stock market, click on this link to open a demo account. We're going to click on the link there, and then with the phone call that we make, we are going to try and narrow it down to who actually whose link they clicked on. Now, every single one of you are basically going to use the adverts that I am going to post with the link that I own, but you are going to put your names, surnames, and cell phone numbers there, or any other contact details that you want, email addresses, whatever the case may be. Because a lot of people, before they even open a demo account, they will first inbox you, or they will WhatsApp you, or they will, whatever the case may be. Now, once people shows interest, all I want you guys to do is to say, okay, I am going to get one of my senior staff members to give you a phone call to set up a presentation. Most likely me, Yakin, Dani, Michael, or Lizelle will do the presentation, and you will be sitting in via Zoom. If the presentation is going to happen in a physical form, obviously then it would be required for you to be there. If not, it's not going to be an issue. The senior people will still be doing it because they are going to benefit from it as well. Okay, so everything that we can set up online, you can obviously set in and see how the presentation is done. Now, every single presentation from now on, whether it's a lead from you or a lead from us where we give it to you, if we do the presentation, you need to be willing and ready to do that presentation with the consultant. With the senior consultant, I don't need anybody to sit and you know, say your say. It's literally just you log on to the same Zoom meeting, you mute your microphone, and you blank your face. Just listen. The senior consultant will do the full presentation, and once the client wants to sign up, then obviously it's going to be moved under your name. We're going to open your trading portal, and with that, if you want to open yourself a trading account, obviously then you will start earning that recurring commission. Okay, so to put it in basic sentences, we do not expect you to do presentations. Basically, I just want to show you guys how to start getting leads. And in the meanwhile, while you're still practicing your presentations, the seniors can do that for you, where you then have to sit in and learn. Okay, so we're not going to throw you into the deep end where you have to do everything yourself. Okay, Yebo. It's capital letters SMC at small letters Quick Trade and the number 1. All right, who's got questions for me? No one? Okay. So, Yebo.
So while we're doing this, getting these leads and practicing, that's going to be the main focus, right?
Yeah.
Your senior consultants will then
I lost you there.
Get familiar with it, right?
Sorry, you broke up there for a long period now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. No, now you're gone.
And in any way, sorry?
You're breaking up a lot.
Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me now?
I can, yes, but you keep breaking up once you start.
Can you hear me now, Francois?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. If I sit with the consultant and we do the normal presentations, can I liaise with that consultant at any point, or let's say the next presentation that I feel comfortable in starting it off, and he can then come in between? Can we do a deal presentation? Or
yes.
Do you prefer him to?
Okay, it depends from consultant to consultant. Obviously, some of my senior consultants, they like to do things their way.
Okay.
It depends from person to person. So if you liaise with the consultant beforehand and say, you know what, if I want to do this, can I do this? It's just that every single consultant has got their own way of doing things, and they steer a presentation in a certain direction. And once someone else actually comes into that presentation, it kind of steers it away from the original pattern. So yeah, it depends on who you are joined up with for that presentation. But for me, for instance, if you should then feel comfortable enough to do the presentation from the start, then I would say, okay, do the presentation from the start. But should you then get stuck, obviously just hand it back over to the senior consultant. Or you do the full presentation and just ask the senior consultant. So what Kobus, for instance, does, he will start the presentation. He always wants me to sit in because he knows I'm going to save the deal if he fucks it up. So he will let me sit in, and then he will do the presentation, and he will let the client know, okay, you know what, my senior is now with me in this presentation. So if I do get stuck or you have a question that I can't answer, then Francois will get in or come in and answer the questions. Where most of the time I end up just me and the client speaking, and Kobus is completely out of the picture again. So if you are comfortable to do a full presentation, obviously you are going to do a presentation for one of the seniors anyway first before you do a presentation for a client, and then they will then decide if you are able to do it or not.
Oh, okay, that answers my question. The other part of the question is, while we're getting leads and we're getting contacts and the guys do the presentations, does the commission still apply when it gets signed up?
Sorry, just repeat that again.
So while we're doing the leads and we're getting the contacts and you guys sign them up,
Yeah.
the clients, does the commission still apply to us as well?
Yeah, of course. From the
Alright.
first client, from the first lead and the first client that we sign up for you, you're going to get commission.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yes. Like I said, I wanted to explain earlier that head office has got this rule with all their new consultants. I don't do it here. I do it a little bit differently. So head office says, okay, and some of most of the Johannesburg branches do this. They will say, okay, we've got a new couple of people here, and they will say to their client, to their consultants, okay, bring me 8 new clients, 8 new names and numbers. And then they will present to those people, the seniors will present to those people, and once the consultant has brought their 8th person, then they only allow the new consultant to do his first presentation, which is ridiculous for me, because you can get all the things like after the 2nd or 3rd presentation. Obviously, the quicker you are going to do the presentation yourself, the quicker you will start earning 3.5 a deal on your level 1 instead of only 2,000 Rand on a level 1. But from the word go, if you bring me a client, let's say you bring me a client tomorrow, I do the presentation, I sign them up, then by Thursday you'll get paid.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
What if the client can't remember or don't mention who referred them to SMC via the affiliate program? Obviously, okay, if you get a client, let's say for instance now I sign up a client. I'm going to sit with that client and I'm going to ask that client, okay, who do you know that might want to start trading? Okay. Then I will make a list on my laptop or on a piece of paper or give it to a PA and I will say, right, this is from Mr. Mbali. He gave me this and this and this and this names. Phone them for me. Then the PA is going to phone them. They're going to give me reasons why or why not the people want to or don't want to sign up, or let us give them presentations. So that's going to be something that's going to be controlled by you. If a client out of the randomly just approaches you and said, you know what, I've been referred by someone else to join the company, and he does not remember who that person was, then that client is automatically going to fall under your level 1 unless they go and find that person who referred them. Kanisa, does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
In my experience, most of the people that do refer other people, they make sure that you get a list of the people that they refer, and a couple of days later, they will follow up with you. How did it go with this one and this one and this one and this one? So somewhere along the line, if it was a client that referred someone else, and that client is aware of the affiliate program, that client will eventually come to us and say, you know what, I did refer someone. Has he come, you know, did he pitch up by you? Did you sign him up? Did you do a presentation? And then we'll take it from there. But obviously, if the client signs up and we can't find the affiliate, then it's too bad. Network is becoming a problem now because there's a power outage. Is the meeting now? Get show slides later. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right. So when it comes to the affiliate program, every single client that starts with Stock Market College is going to get a trader portal. Now, a trader portal is basically a self-help banking app for your trading account, like I showed you guys yesterday. Now, on this trader portal, there's many buttons that they can push in order for them to access different things. But the most important is that you can deposit funds through here. You can withdraw funds through here. You can transfer funds. You can look at your trading history. You can change your passwords. Once we've downloaded, if you want to, when you become a client and you download MetaTrader, you can from your portal download MetaTrader for a Windows PC or laptop, Android mobile, iPhone, or iPad. Most of, for instance, the MacBooks, the Apple MacBooks, most of the Apple laptops do not support MetaTrader in general, the app itself. So there is a web terminal where people have to log on through the app. It's not only with MetaTrader 5 and our company, it's with MetaTrader in general. I don't know why they've never, I don't think that Apple wants to allow us to have a free app on their iStore, because you have to most pay for fucking everything on Apple. That I only realized after I paid 38 grand for this computer. And now I use my Windows laptop more anyway, because I can go on Google Play and just download shit for free. Okay, so that is the portal. On the portal, once you become a consultant and you've done your first deal, we are going to create you a portal and we're going to create you a real account. We're going to load your FICA documents, and then you're going to be able to access the My Affiliate promotional material. Now, I'm going to just stop sharing here, and I'm going to go to the web page. Okay. Can everybody see the screen? So this is the, remember yesterday I showed you guys this portal. And I think, how much did I transfer from my affiliate commission? 160, 180, 160.
14 cents.
I had 14 cents by the end of yesterday. Okay. So I am going to refresh. So I've got 11 Rand 19 there. I had 14 cents yesterday, and now I have 67 Rand 61. So since yesterday, when we spoke, I went from 14 cents to 67 Rand, and I have absolutely no fucking idea where it came from. These are people that have traded since yesterday, and I have got some brokerage commission from them. And to be honest, I don't have any idea who it was.
So that's nearly enough to cover your 95 Rand?
Well, that was in one day, and that's on this account.
No, but what I'm saying is, overnight you made nearly enough money
To cover the 95 Rand to have your real account open, yeah. So yeah, on my other account, obviously I have a lot more clients on that portal. This one I only started before the lockdown. But to be honest, I think in total the affiliate commission for this account has been close to about 2,000, 2,500, somewhere there. I think I'm just guessing here now. Yeah. So this can go up and up and up every single day. But yeah, let's get to the. So on this portal, you can access anything that you want through Stock Market College and Quick Trade. You'll see that everything has got like a little YouTube icon. Someone's asking me something here. Cone, what it's you. Kanisa, what's 149 Rand? I'm not understanding. Is that a question or is it saying 149 Rand on the chat facility? I don't know what he's referring to.
She's referring to the money that you transferred out of your affiliate account into your
149.
Yeah.
Did I transfer 149 Rand? I think it was 166 Rand.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, so whatever the amount was, I had 14 cents in my account, my affiliate account, when I transferred the money, and now there's 67. So there's every day there's money accumulating. Okay, so most of these buttons you'll see have a little a YouTube icon, so that if you click on one of them, how to open a demo account, it's going to take you directly to YouTube. and one of our
Over
IT
here, you will
people.
be able to open a second demo account. Each trader is entitled to a maximum of 2 demo accounts.
Okay, so then it will take you 2 videos and explaining how to do what, when, and where. You want to deposit funds, you can deposit funds, withdraw funds, transfer funds, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all of these things over here, you guys can go and watch once you have a trading portal. The most important is, once we do your first client and we open a real account, or if you want to open yourself a real account in the meantime, load your FICA documents, you can. I'm going to send all of you the link to open the demo account and load your FICA documents. If you load your FICA documents, then you can have your real account open for the next 30 days without having to deposit any money into that account. Then you will have access to all of these promotional material. But then after 30 days, if you don't deposit the 95 Rand in order to keep the account open, then they are going to close the account and we have to start all over again. Okay, so I'm going to send the link on the group. I want everybody to click on the link, open a demo account. You'll see that once you open a demo account, let me just show you guys quickly. Here's my phone. Okay. So I'm going to go on my portal. Let me just take my WhatsApp. Okay, so I'm going to go on my portal. I'm going to select promotional material. Now I'm going to send all of you the link for my demo account. So you'll see there's, once you actually do this, we're going to do portal training a little bit later. We have online portal training and affiliate training every week by Kate, one of the ladies at head office. So I'm going to send you guys those the links for that as well. She helps all the people a lot, mostly our clients, to get a lot of affiliates. So now I'm going to just sign out here. Use my WhatsApp, log into my WhatsApp. I've got my link. I clicked on that. Now I'm going to choose Stock Market College. That is the group that I want to post it in. I'm going to say send. I'm going to wait for the little red bull to pop up. Once you see the red bull, I'm going to say send, and all of you will then receive this link on WhatsApp. Now, can everybody see my screen, the WhatsApp screen? Okay. So now this is what's going to happen. All of you are going to click on the link. Once you click on the link, it's going to take you to the Quick Trade Open a Demo web page. It's going to take you to this page. Do you guys see this page? The Open Demo Account page. All right. You're going to fill it in. All right. It's only for a demo account, this one. You're going to fill this in, complete. I want over here, all of you, it's going to ask you, are you a client or a staff member? I want you all to say staff member. Once you want to become a client, we will switch you over, okay? Over here, it's going to ask you, do you want to be a trader, affiliate only, or both? I want you to choose both, because you all are going to eventually become affiliates. Well, you all are going to become affiliates, and most of you will most probably become traders as well. You're going to click on the little box there, and you're going to say register. Once you registered, you will receive an email with a validation link. You're going to click on the link, and then you're going to have access to your portal. All right, so once you actually get into, let's see, I want to find an email that looks, Okay, can everybody see the email? The Gmail that I'm showing?
Yes.
Okay, so once you have pressed register, you're gonna receive an email like this. Let's say, not that one. See, I think I've already now. Okay, so it'll look something like this. So you'll receive an email like this. First one will be with a validation link. You're just going to click on that, then you're going to receive an email like this. Your password and email address, your login will be your email address, and your password will be whichever one you choose. That will be for your portal login details. And then at the bottom, it will be for your MetaTrader login details. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of that email, you will see here, log in to portal. Okay, you're going to click on that. It's going to take you to the portal. You will get to a page like that is like this. Okay, and then it's going to ask you obviously to enter your email and your password. Once you've entered your email and your password, you're going to log into that specific account, and then you will be here. Okay. Once you have done that, on personal info, you are going to click. You're going to go down, and then it will say upload KYC documents. A proof of address. If you have a booklet ID, it's only going to be the front. You're going to take a picture of your ID and upload it. If you have the card ID, it's going to be the front and the back. You're going to upload clear pictures of those documents. You're going to say save changes, and then our FICA department will then verify them. Once they're verified, you're going to become active, and then you can access your promotional material. Okay. If there are any questions, then you guys can just WhatsApp me, and I will help you with that, and we will take it from there. All right. So with the what I am going to do, I've sent the 2 links for Facebook on the group. One is for my Facebook account, and one is for Stock Market Affiliate account. On those 2 accounts is where I post the most ads. So what I do is I go on, and eventually you guys can do this. We go on affiliate area, we go promotional material, and then we go and choose one of these ads to send. All right? Any one of these ads. So every day I'm going to post something on Facebook. And then you guys can just go and copy it, share the page, and tag your own people if you want to, whatever the case may be. Make it sound, if you don't want to use my words, use your own words, but make it sound, you know, lekker, make it sound nice. Don't just go and post the ad. For instance, if I go to Facebook and I want to post this ad, don't just go there and say, want to trade, click here. That's not going to fucking help anyone. Okay. So make a...
Put a caption like, want to tell your boss to get off.
Yeah.
Give me a shout.
The one that I like to use and I posted on Facebook is, are you in big financial shit? And then I will post it. I have actually done it on my page.
Okay.
So yeah, we can refer back to my page. Can everybody see the Facebook?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so this is Kobus Labuskaghni. He tags me on every single advert. So this was the latest one that I sent. All of you can go and share this once you are on my page. And then, yeah, it's very important that when you do share this, to put this link, the link that I have sent you guys, to put that link in. Up until the time when you guys are registered and active on your portal and your FICA documents have been accepted, you're going to use that link. Once you get your own link, then you can put your own link in there. If you do not put your own link in this ad and the people press on this link here at the bottom, it's going to go directly under head office's link, and we will never be able to identify the person who clicked on the link or not. So it's you have to make it clear here. However, we do, if they do click on the client relations, phones them, ask them where did they get, where did they open a demo account, blah, 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 so forth and so forth. So on this ad, people can just go and click on it. Once they click on the link, it's going to take them to exactly the same place where we were now to open a demo account. All right. Okay, so yeah, we try and post something spectacular, something that's going to grab people's attention. And then obviously one of the things that I've learned, and maybe it's just because I wasn't used to Facebook or any social media, if you want to make your audience broader, you click on tag friends, and now you can just choose any friends and you just click on their names randomly and they will add. So every time you add these people, you tag them in the advert. Once you post the advert, this advert is going to show on their wall, and that means that their friends can also now see the ad. So now you're not only, showing the people on your Facebook itself. Some people might only have 200 people on their Facebook or 100 people. If you tag all of those people, every single person out there has got at least 50 to 100 people on their Facebook. So for every person you tag, there's a possibility of 50 to 100 people, other people that can see that. Okay, I don't have a Twitter account. I don't think I have a what do you call it, Instagram account. I don't have a LinkedIn account. But for those of you who do, the options are there. You can just copy and paste these same things and go and paste it there, and so on and so on. All right. So for now, what I want you guys to do is to start talking to people. Your closest family or friends or whatever, I don't want you to sign them up. If they are obviously interested, that is a possibility. But go to your uncle or your cousin or your brother and say, listen, how many people do you know that wants to trade? Okay? Or that wants to make money. Let me get these people and give me their names and numbers. I will pay you 1,500 Rand per person that we sign up, something like that. What you can also do is, let me share my page again quickly. And this is what we started doing in the beginning. If you are on the portal, you can do this with the current link that you have. Let's say, for instance, I go to my promotional material. I'm going to go to my demo account. You guys can do this with this link. You can only share it up to 5 times on WhatsApp, or to 5 people at once on WhatsApp. So now I will go and I will choose Stock Market College. I will go and choose this guy and this guy. And I will go and choose, I've already got these people. I just want to choose the groups, this guy and that one. I'm going to say send. And it's going to send this. Okay, if you do it on the computer, I see now it doesn't give you the option to say anything with. On your phone, it gives you the option where you can add a little message. Okay, so if I want to, let's copy this quickly. I'm just going to try and now.
Can I ask while you're looking for that?
Mm.
On the portal there, is that the place where you can also choose the nominated account you'd like your funds to be transferred in? Is that the place where you add the accounts and stuff like
Yeah, I'm going to show you that now. So there you can actually choose any account that you want the funds transferred to. Okay, so let's just send it to one person quickly. Usually from my phone, it gives you the option to add a message. So if you go there, or let's say Stock Market College, as you know, I can add a message. Wait for the bull, and then I say, I have started to trade the financial markets, and I would. Okay, that's just a stupid message, but you can add your own little thing into there. And then you can just say, click here to download or to open a demo account, and one of our consultants will give you a call for a free presentation. Okay, go and steal my stuff on Facebook. Okay, so to get back to that question, I'm just going to go to my portal again. So if you are a client or you want to deposit or withdraw, what you're going to do is, if you want to deposit funds, you're going to click on deposit funds. You're obviously going to you're going to use a normal bank transfer. If it's a bank transfer, they're only going to give you the banking details for QuickTrade, and you're going to have to do it remotely from your banking app. Zapper, we've also got Zapper. You can transfer it through there. Instant EFT, you have to obviously put your email address, your name, surname, the amount, whether it's in ZAR or USD. On my other account, you can see it's USD. And then it's going to, you can say to your real account, and Tawanda is going to get the message. You say pay, obviously you're just going to fill this in. And then they're going to get an email, and then from your bank account, your banking app, you have to make an instant deposit or an instant EFT. Same story with your credit card. If you want to withdraw money, you can just say withdraw funds. The amount that you want to withdraw is your account, a check or savings account. The methods obviously bank, account holder, your name, the bank that you want to transfer to, the account number, branch code, submit. And then within a period of 24 hours, the money will be located to your bank account. Same with transfer funds. Transfer funds, you can only transfer between your real account and your affiliate account. Okay. Transfer the amount, so on and so on. Let's refresh here again. I had 67. I still have only 67. Okay. So, yeah, for the moment, for the time being, I am going to have a little, I'm going to let you guys use the rest of today and tomorrow to get your little varkies in order and go through the presentations, go through the material that I've given you. And then Friday morning at 10 o'clock, we're all going to get together again. And then obviously you're going to encounter some stuff during the week, and you're going to have a lot of questions for me to answer. And then we can do a little catch-up session. Okay. Again, go and join the groups. Start talking about the Stock Market College. Once I actually get around to once I actually see that you guys are willing to go the extra mile, then I will start giving you leads from our offices. Okay. So for now, we're going to get together again on Friday, 10 o'clock. Before we log off, is there anything else that you guys need to know before we leave?
I just wanted to say, so from now going forward, while we're getting the leads, it's very important for us to make sure that our names are applied, next to the link, so that it's easy for the people to say that they were referred by us. That's the most
Yeah.
important thing for now. So we must just share the links all the time.
Yeah. So what happens now is obviously you guys don't have your own links yet. So you're just going to copy my link and then put once you place the ad wherever on whatever social media platform, you're going to have to put your name there. I know that some people don't want to put their cell phone numbers there, but you can put an email address or just say inbox me. I don't care. I just put my cell phone number there, but put your name and surname. When you go and copy my ads on my Facebook page, take my name and my number out, and then just add your own. So that if we do find someone that I will obviously see everybody that's going to click on that link. It's going to fall directly under my portal, and seeing that I'm an admin, I'm going to be able to access that anyway. Once we do the phone call, that client will then tell us where they got the lead from. Okay, but most of the time, in my experience, is most of the time, whoever wants to open a demo account is going to let you know, okay, I clicked on your link, or tell me a little bit more, whether it's on your personal line or your email, or if it's on Messenger. Those people will notify you that, okay, how does this work, or they want a little bit more information, whatever the case may be. So then you are going to refer the person to us anyway. More questions? I've got one here. What if the client doesn't want the college idea, but to trade on his own? The commission is on affiliate, right? What if the client doesn't want the college? Okay, if the client only wants to become a quick trade client, then you as a consultant are only going to get commission from the affiliate, from the brokerage. You only get your 2,000 or 500 or 3,500 commission once the client signs up for the college itself. Like I said yesterday, a lot of people only wants to become quick trade clients. They don't want to go through the college, and then a month later they end up coming back to us anyway, because then they don't really know what they are doing, and they're losing their money, and then they realize, but now they are not getting anything right. Okay. So yes, the people can trade only through quick trade. We can sign them up as quick trade clients, but it's still going to be falling under your name. It's still going to be under your affiliate, and you will still be getting the trading commission that they make from their trades, or that quick trade makes from their trades. Does that answer your question, Tapiwa? More questions?
So if the setup for quick trade is that 249, or is that only for the college?
Quick trade has got different. I'm not exactly sure what their. It's definitely the 249, but they've got other fees as well.
Okay, so
yeah.
I just want to make sure about that.
Yes. Yeah. For quick trade, once they want to sign up with quick trade, then I just refer them to quick trade. I don't even deal with the client. They stay under your name. They stay under your affiliate, but I just refer them to quick trade. So once they start trading, you will get your brokerage commission from that brokerage. But obviously, there's no physical commission as in a sale commission. Yeah, then I just refer them to them. They've got their own fees, but I do know that the 249 is one of them. Yeah. Here is. Then I've got hands up here from who? Just put a hands up, Ethan. Ethan? Yusuf, who wants to ask me something?
How long does the FICA process take?
Okay, to make the FICA process faster, obviously you need to give me clear copies of your ID or passport, and the proof of residence, preferably get a front page or a page of a bank statement. The bank statement is one of the easiest and most legit forms of proof of residence at the moment. So sometimes our clients do send like a water and electricity account or a Truworths account or whatever, and then there's always some shit going on there. So if you can get any form, any page, front page, middle page, whatever, just a page of a bank statement, that would actually be the best. The FICA process can take anything from 2 hours to 12 hours. It will still be done in the same day or the first thing of the next day. So you're looking at 24 hours maximum.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but usually if you load your documents and you tell me I've loaded my documents, then I notify FICA immediately and say, okay, this and this person, there's his telephone number, check his documents, and then make them active. And then once they make you active, you will get an email saying that you are currently active and your real account has been opened. Okay. So who am I going to pay out their first 10 grand next weekend? Of this weekend? I've got
It's
one
gonna be
here.
Yusuf.
Two. How many more? Yonalani. There we go. And Yusuf. Did you want to ask a question, or are you telling me you're going to get paid next month, next weekend?
Yeah, said we're gonna get paid next weekend.
Okay, great stuff. So the commission gets paid out, let me see quickly, on Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you do a deal, we work our weeks from Wednesday to Wednesday. So anything you do from a Wednesday to the next Wednesday, you will get paid on Wednesday. Anything you do from Wednesday, let me just think this through quickly. From Friday to Monday, you will get on Wednesday. From Tuesday to Friday, you will get on Friday. Tuesday to Thursday, you'll get on Friday. It's a mouthful, but besides that, we're paying out twice a week. You just have to worry about how many times I'm going to pay you, how many deals you're going to bring in. Okay. So guys, if there are any questions, please leave them on the WhatsApp group. Obviously, over the next 2 days, you are still going to have a lot of questions. Again, I don't need you guys to do the presentations yourself. Please refer the presentations to us. You're more than welcome to sit in. And but yeah, go and work on that. You will be surprised at this point in time with the lockdown, how many people are now interested in making an extra income. There are currently, I think, 3.6 million people due to the lockdown that are unemployed, and they're looking at another 4 to 5 million people being unemployed within the next month. So please do not become one of those statistics. Finding another job is going to be really scarce now, and this is one of the best ways where you can make quick money by just sharing a little bit of knowledge with other people. All right. So if we are all done and nobody else has any more questions, I want you all to go and practice that presentations. Get into action in front of the mirror in the morning. Do a presentation to yourself, somewhere in front of the mirror, and see if you can ask yourself some difficult questions and then answer yourself. Those difficult questions. Let's see, I've got another question here. When will we see each other again? You're missing me already, Yusuf. I haven't even logged off yet. All right, so Friday morning, 10 o'clock, we are going to rejoin. I will set a reminder for you guys before that. Obviously, from now up until then, any questions that you guys do have or need help with anything or approaching clients or phoning clients, if you have leads already for me that I can phone, you're more than welcome to send them to me. I don't have everybody's phone number on my phone, so if you do send me something privately, please just send your name first, I am so-and-so, and then send me your question or your statement or whatever, and we'll carry on from there. But if we do not speak from now on in the next 2 days, then Friday morning, 10 o'clock, we are going to rejoin, and then I want to hear a lot about everybody and how their week were. And obviously you're going to have some questions because people out there are going to start asking you questions that you didn't think about at this moment. Okay. Guys, thank you very much for attending the training. I wish you all the best. Again, press on my button if you need help with anything. And I will see you guys again on Friday morning, 10 o'clock. All right. Have a fantastic day. I'm going to post this recording within the next hour on the group.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.